Welcome back. I guess you all know these super awkward moments that life just throws your way. Well, blind people have more of those, and Ash is going to start with sharing hers.
So I had blind moments before this one, and I had many after, but this one in particular is stuck in my mind because it was one of the most embarrassing things that actually happened to me, and it happened in my teens, which is already an embarrassing phase. So here we go. It was in my early teens, and it was the end of school week. I was packing up my things, and this classmate of mine, male classmate of mine, this becomes important later, waited for me to accompany me to the entrance and to the school bus. So I was ready, I grabbed my backpack, and he moved over to my right side, and he was a lot shorter than me. So I moved my hand back to grab his arm, only it wasn't his arm I grabbed, it was his junk. And by grab, I really mean grab. I closed my hand around it. And for a few startling seconds, I was too shocked to let go. And the guy was either too shocked or too embarrassed to say anything.
Maybe you thought you couldn't differentiate.
Maybe.
I mean, it could be that he thought it was just that big.
Yeah,
that,
but
you know.
when I finally let go, I was like, ew, that's disgusting. And in hindsight, that should have been one of the moments I realized I might not be into guys, actually. But yeah, we made it to the school bus, and we never spoke of this again, but it keeps popping up sometimes.
Just lovely, lovely childhood memories.
Yes.
All right. My moment happened more recently. I actually had two moments. One of those was when we had a school trip to France, actually, and we were in public transport, and I was still a child, and not used to public transport there. So I thought, ooh, I don't need to hold on to something, or at least not right away. And there were so many people anyway that I thought, nah, not necessary. I will somehow manage. Yeah. And then it stopped. And I fell onto the next person. Yes. He screamed very loudly, molestation, molestation. And I know in hindsight he said it because I was a blushing schoolgirl, literally. And he was just teasing me in a friendly way, but I was like, oh my gosh, what did I do to this poor fellow? And it was, yes, I was nearly dying mentally, because all my class colleagues noticed, of course, and my teacher was very shocked what the blind person did there, because obviously I did not have the reputation for being, well, someone like this. And I was like, no, I didn't mean it, I'm sorry, and desperately tried to say that in French, and as that's not my mother tongue, I probably just gambled out the gibberish that made no sense at all. And he started laughing really loudly, and I was like, oh my gosh, Flora, please swallow me whole, oh no. Yes, that moment followed my life for multiple years afterwards. And as you just heard, I still remember it very well. Okay, that was one from my childhood. I have another one that's more recent, that just happened in a train. So I was going by train with my lovely guide dog Max, and yes, there were a lot of people in there. And since I am now a fully grown woman, I have learned my lesson and wanted to hold on to something before something happened. Yeah, the issue was just that the train staff was talking to me at the same time, and I was kind of distracted. and making sure that my dog didn't get stuck in the door. And yes, I have managed this before, or my dog has, which was another ridiculous moment, but anyway. So I tried to grab onto something, was paying attention to this train staff member behind me who was just carrying my luggage because he was a very nice person. And then the train started, and the result was I did grab onto something, but it was not a part of the train. It was a woman who moved at the same time as the train did, probably because the train moved. And I put my hand on her chest. And then we shared this super awkward moment when none of us two knew what we were supposed to do. And I could practically feel her eyes on me. I couldn't see them, obviously, but I could feel them. And I was so shocked, I didn't know what to do. And then she grabbed my hand very gently, took it, and put it on the train. And I was like, oh. Just this super awkward sound that had no meaning at all. And then I was like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean that, I'm so sorry. And I was outwardly not blushing because I grew up, but she was. I'm pretty sure she was. I couldn't see it, obviously, so I cannot prove a thing, but I'm pretty sure by the way her voice sounded that she was blushing. And the train member behind us, the train staff member behind us, got awkwardly silent too, so he obviously saw, but he pretended not to. Because right after being super quiet, he was suddenly very loud with the luggage, probably to distract from this super awkward moment. And as a result, it happened that I got rushed out, and she stayed there even though she obviously wanted to go in to get a seat too, but I think she didn't want to go in at the same time as me because awkward. So yeah, that was my moment. So if you want more awkward moments, more funny moments, more horrible moments, more just blind people moments, keep tuned, come back. If you want to hear something particular, we have nearly everything at this point. You can just ask if you want to share your own awkward moments, because I'm sure you all have them too. Please let us know in the comments. We are always happy to hear that we are not the only ones who experience that stuff. And of course, we are very happy about subscribes and likes. Thank you.